You have ever felt your heart start racing for no clear reason? Or maybe you've completely shut down and couldn't think straight. And your first thought was, what is wrong with me? I want you to hear this clearly. There is nothing wrong with you. Your nervous system is doing exactly what it is designed to do. You just were never taught how it works. Let's start very simply. Your nervous system is your body's communication network. It includes your brain, your spinal cord, and all the nerves running through your body. Its job is to constantly scan for safety or danger and adjust your body accordingly. Most of what people struggle with day to day isn't a character flaw, it's a state shift. So, there are two major modes most people experience. The first is activation. You might know this as fight or flight. This is when your body prepares to deal with a threat. Your heart rate increases, your it gets faster, your muscles tighten, and your attention narrows. And this is controlled by something called the sympathetic nervous system. That's just the part of your body that mobilizes energy when it thinks you need to act. Now, the second mode is deactivation. This can look like shutdown, numbness, brain fog, or even feeling detached. This is sometimes called freeze. It's not laziness. No, it's a protective energy conservation response. Now, that involves the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps you rest and recover. But when overwhelmed, it can swing into shutdown. So here's the important part. Your nervous system reacts to perceived danger, not just physical danger, not at all. It cannot fully distinguish between a loud noise in the dark or an argument with someone you care about, maybe an overwhelming email or remembering something painful from 5 years ago. To your body, stress is stress. And modern life can create constant micro activations, notifications, deadlines, social tension, and uncertainty. So, if you feel on edge a lot, that doesn't mean you're fragile. It means your survival wiring is active in a world that never really turns off. And if explanations like this help you make sense of your internal experience, you can subscribe. I keep things grounded here, no hype, just clarity. So let's talk about the signs people often misinterpret. So when you're activated, you might notice racing thoughts, a tight chest, your jaw clenching, maybe some irritability, feeling rushed, scanning for problems. You might call that anxiety, but biologically it's mobilization. So when you're in a shutdown state, you might feel exhausted, foggy, flat, unmotivated, like you don't care, like you can't access your emotions. People often call that depression or laziness, but very often it's a protective slowing response. Both states are trying to help you survive. One says move, one says conserve. Neither says you're broken. So, what actually happens at the beginner level? Not forcing yourself to think differently. The nervous system responds more to sensation than to logic. Okay. The first step is simply naming the state. Am I activated or am I shut down? That alone reduces threat. Then use gentle physical signals, longer exhales than inhales. That stimulates calming pathways. Looking slowly around the room and noticing neutral objects, that tells your body there is no immediate predator. Feeling your feet on the floor, now that brings awareness back to the present moment. These are not hacks, they are signals. And your body is always listening for signals of safety. The more you understand what your nervous system is doing, the less frightening your internal shifts become. You are not dramatic, you're not weak, and you are not failing at life. You have a nervous system doing its job in a very intense world. And understanding is the beginning of relief. So that's it. Let it land. And I hope that this resonates with you. Please like, subscribe, and share.